Hey guys, welcome back to Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. So today what we're going to work on is transferring my homemade stevia extract into these bottles that I ordered off of Amazon. They were very reasonable. It did come with a little funnel. So while I'm busy cleaning these bottles, I'm going to take you back in time about 2.5 weeks ago and let you watch the whole process of harvesting the stevia leaves and producing that extract. It is a little bit complicated. I'm going to go step by step with you and just explain everything that I did during that time period. And then when I come back, hopefully these will be nice and clean and dry. We will funnel these my extract into the bottle, and yeah, so let's get started. Sometime between the first and second week of September, I decided we need to go ahead and harvest the stevia before it flowers. Like most herbs, you want to do that harvesting before it flowers so that the product or the leaves are not bitter. I was just kind of looking for my second plant. I had two on this green stalk, but they both kind of converged together and kind of were growing on the same side. So I went ahead and took lots and lots of cuttings. And I did leave some of the plant, of course, and I took them inside and started cleaning, picking through. I didn't use any leaves that looked suspicious. After cleaning, just basic rinsing really well, I put them out to dry on some clean paper, towels. And then I started getting my supplies ready. You see I have a huge glass jar, and I have my vodka there. I started picking the small leaves and kind of breaking them as I put them into the jar. Any leaves that looked suspicious, like this one, I just tossed. And I kept tapping down kind of the jar to get the leaves all in there nice and tight. So in a minute, I'm going to start to pour the vodka over the leaves, but the larger branches and leaves I save for drying. So this jar is mostly just the real small, fine leaves. You can see I'm putting the vodka there until the leaves are covered, and I'm going to put the lid on. Every now and then I'm going to come and shake this gently. You want to let this steep for about 24 to 48 hours. I've read from many blog posts and watching YouTube videos, 48 hours is the absolute max of time to wait. And you can see how beautiful the coloring. Good morning. It is 5 something. Early in the morning on a Saturday morning, and we are going to process our stevia now. It has been about 36.5 hours, and here we go. You can see it's a really rich, deep green color in there. So I'm going to get set up. We're going to strain it and get it cooking. I really sounded horrible, didn't I, that morning? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and dump all of the product that's in the jar through the strainer. The leaves will stay inside of the strainer, and the liquid will go into my saucepan. And I wanted to go ahead and get an idea of how much I was starting with, so I measured it in that orange bowl. So I've got it in my saucepan. We're going to not do a high heat. We're going to do a low to medium just to kind of get it up to a simmer, not a boil. You don't want to boil this, but you can see the alcohol here is cooking out. Do you see the vapors there? And that's what you want. This mixture will start to condense and get smaller and smaller and more concentrated. And I did do another measure in that orange bowl, and I could see it. It almost went down by half. Here is some cheesecloth. I'm going to run my end product through just to get any bits out that may have gotten in there. And then I'm going to put it into a brown jar to help protect it against light. I had a tray of stevia that I dried and also a bunch that I hung up to dry. Both dried really well, and then I was able to package it. So this is growth, new growth, about 2.5 weeks after I cut a lot of the stalks off of the stevia. You can see it's really starting to branch out. I wish one thing I had done was kind of pinch off the stevia as it was growing so it would bush out more. instead of having these really long shafts here with flowers trying to grow off. But I think I'll be able to save some of these leaves before first frost. Now let's move out front to the front yard. I want to show you where I relocated my container planted stevia that was in full sun. It was not liking the full sun. It did not do as well as the part sun stevia back here on my deck in the green stalk. So let's go out front so we can have a look. This is my first year to grow stevia, and I chose the candy variety. It germinated well for me. They grew great. So this plant you're getting ready to see here, this is the one that was in a container in full sun. Was not happy, so I decided about 3 weeks ago I was going to put it in the ground, and that's what I did. And now it's starting to flower. You can see how pretty these flowers are going to be, and the pollinators are absolutely going to love them. This is like a zone 9, 10 and up as far as being perennial. I don't think it'll overwinter. Sometimes I can overwinter zone 8 things, but probably not this. Well, guys, I hope that was a little bit enlightening. And with any herbs or anything medicinal that I talk about on my channel, just please, 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 please do your own research. Talk to your doctor. Don't do anything just because you see me doing it. I'm not a doctor. I'm doing experiments and trying things out and growing things, and just wanted to share that with you. So just make sure it's safe. Just make sure it's safe for you. So we're going to go ahead and try to fill these up, and then I've got some cute labels that came with, ooh, it's going to be hard to do. Let's see. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to fill up about 3 bottles. And I don't think I said it yet, but you want to keep this in the fridge. My husband has been using this. I do not like anything artificial, like artificially, chemically produced. I will get a migraine, like a horrible migraine. So, wow, it's kind of cool. I have a bottle of stevia extract. So it does look like we're going to get to fill up at least 2 more. So what I was saying is that, I don't know if you saw the note when I was over voicing the instructions. If you're using dry leaves, you only use about half-ish in your jar instead of the whole jar full of fresh leaves, which is what I did to make this extract. But if I harvest some more before first frost, and I have some that I dried this time, I think I might have enough to make a whole nother batch. But I would suspect this lasts for many, many months in the fridge. I think I read about 3 months. That's about right. But I would imagine you could push that a little bit, because this is actually quite a bit of stevia. And I am going to try it. I'm going to make a cup of tea tonight. I'm going to try just a little bit in it. I did actually eat a fresh leaf when I was harvesting all of this. Not a whole leaf, just a little pinch. And it is kind of a weird sensation in your mouth. Oops, I think I filled that one a little bit too much. So yeah, just do your own research. You know, this was a fun video for me to make for you guys, but I never would want to recommend anything that might be harmful to anyone. But I think if we can do things naturally, that's better than using products that you can purchase that are, you know, full of a lot of processing and chemicals. Okay, let's see if we can make one more jar, and then I think we're done for the day. I will just make the labels, and I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I feel like it's taken me 3 weeks to make, and I do want to apologize for the format that I used this time. When I first started making the stevia extract, I really thought I was making a short, so I kind of filmed it in the vertical stance, and obviously this video needed to be a really long formatted video, so I just went with the vertical for the rest of the video, because I didn't want to go back and forth. And I think I may do that a few times in this video, but sorry about that. I'm learning. This is all new to me. You know, it'll be 1 year next month that I started doing YouTube. And I have really enjoyed sharing with you guys, and I love the comments and just watching you guys and your journeys too. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up here. I think we actually barely are going to have enough room. So this actually worked out pretty perfect. Maybe. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And maybe, that seems like an awful lot though. Maybe I'll split it with my husband over the next couple days. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.